What's going on, 7th and 8th grade? This is Mr. Noakes, quarantine edition. I'm doing good. Just having to quarantine for a little bit um, and hope to see you guys next week. So, the assignment, we're going to just keep rolling just as if I was there. We were getting finished with section lesson one, unit one. We're getting finished with unit one, and we've talked about how computer science is all about problem solving. We've talked about inputs versus outputs. We've talked about processing, and of course, last week we talked about storage. Now, this is kind of the end of the chapter, end of the unit project that we're going to be doing in class. It's going to take 2 weeks, which is perfect because we've got 2 weeks before fall break. So it's going to be this week and next week. And what this is you're going to propose your own app to solve a problem that you may encounter. Um, Both of these items are on your Google Classroom. The app project is where it tells you all the instructions. And then I've given you an example. Obviously, you can't choose that same example for your project. So you will work with a partner, define a real problem, brainstorm ways an app could be used to help solve that problem, identify the inputs, outputs, storage, processing used, and share your ideas. So this is just step by step of what you're going to do. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to go up. Your partner is going to share it with you, typing in your name. That way, you are both working on the same document. Both working on the same document to make it easier for you. Okay, you're going to write who your partner is. You and your partner is going to brainstorm some problems. You're going to just step by step. You notice it says step 2. You're going to go then to step 3. Choose whatever problem that you want to try to solve with an app, a made-up app. Define the problem and what affects it. You just kind of go through this whole thing. It looks like a lot, but remember, this is a 2-week thing. And this is your app that you'll name your app. What does your app do? How does it input, output, processing? You're going to show me you remember all those terms from class. This is how the type of information. You're going to finalize and you're going to make a digital poster. Now, when I say digital poster, you're going to go to Google Slides and make one slide with this information on it. So instead of making a poster where we're using markers and stuff, you're going to make a digital poster on Google Slides, and you're going to put that slides in the Dropbox when you're finished. And then next week, we'll get to step 9 where we present our app. So today, you're trying to get through steps 1 through 8. You may not get all the way finished. If you don't, we'll give you a little time next week, but we will present and I'm be creative with this. And make it something that really could be beneficial if it was a real app. And again, on the example, they chose it takes too long for the police to get to you. So they're trying to make an app to help police officers. So obviously you cannot use that same scenario. But if you run into any trouble, go to this and it shows you an example of what yours is going to look similar to. Also, the good idea is if you want to log into Google Classroom, logging into Clever, and then of course going to code.org. and it's going to have that. It's going to discuss that same project that we just discussed. So this is a partner project, only 2 partners. If you want to work individually, you can, but there will be no groups of 3. Sorry. And with your partner, you're going to create a fake app. And then next week, you'll present that with your digital slideshow and tell me the inputs and outputs and all that good stuff. And this is what we're on number 8, propose an app, bubble 1. And I don't know, this is, we're not going to use a rubric or anything. We're going to try to make it as simple as possible for you since I'm not going to be here this week. If you have any questions, let me know. But mainly, if you do have any questions, a good place to look would be this example page. Okay? And then, of course, there's your step-by-step on how to complete this. Hope you have fun with it, and hope that I can see that you know how a computer and how an app works. Hopefully we'll get to see you guys next week and see your presentations. Hope y'all have a good week. Mr. Noakes out, quarantine edition.